All right, let's get this going. If you have problems with the stream, let me know. I'm trying everything I can to fix it, but I cannot guarantee. If you lose the stream, just ping me. Hi guys. Hello, hello. Okay, let's start from the news. The news. Where the hell did I write the news? Here. Okay, so little news. Well, maybe you guys are aware. I had some problems with Whoop. So basically, we were kicked out. We didn't do anything bad, but we were kicked out. Anyways, there's a new website. I am still finishing it. It's probably going to be finished tonight for me. I just need to adjust a couple of things. The aesthetics are something I will take care of tomorrow, but the back end is done, so I will send it out. It's just a repo of all the scalping cores, like the PsyQore, the streamings. Plus, you will find all the indicators, both the free ones and the invite only ones, and the research and everything. There's going to be a free access area, but it's basically the public part, plus some stuff that I cannot host on Discord, and the PsyQore access area will be hosted there for the streaming part. I mean, not the streaming, the recording of the streamings. Plus, I will add languages um, to the subtitles because everything will be hosted in on Vimeo. So I will add Chinese since we have a lot of Chinese friends here, and they told me several times that they wanted like subtitles, which makes sense. So there will be Chinese language for subtitles, Russian because I'm sure we have at least 3 or 4 Russian people here. And if you guys need anything else, let me know. I just throw it into a AI and generate new subtitles. Just let me know. Then also, Blowfin added a feature. It's like a bot that goes into Discord. Um, so basically, uh, if you use our reference, the one, the Mazino referral code, not reference, referral, you just put your basically the bot. You can call the bot, add your user ID. So that's user ID, and just trade. And after you reach a certain volume, you will get 1 month of membership. Month. So that's also okay. Just using our referral because you get a discount. You get I think 25% cashback on the fees, and we get a little kickback that helps us run the server because we have to actually fucking pay Discord for like the high HD streaming and stuff like that. Um, but also gives us a kickback. So basically, calculated that you pay with the kickback for the stream, and that's going to be around 300k volume equals a little bit less, but pretty much 1 month. So every 300k of volume, you will get 1 month of membership for PsyQore. That's an option if you use the user ID and our referral, Mazino. That's it. Just plug it into the Bluefin bot. Tomorrow I will make a post, but that's the announcement. So I think it will help some people that maybe they trade they can just generate a membership every 300k volume, which is not a crazy amount. And then today also will explain the indicator after charting, a little bit of a presentation of the free indicator that I released. You can find it on TradingView, it's free, so you can just use it. There will be many more coming, some will be free, some will be paid for, or included in the psych ward. So for invite only, you can either get access with the psych ward or just one time purchase. So no membership, just one time. Or psych ward, it's included for the invite only. But today's indicator is free and open access, not the source code. Okay? So that's it. Okay, let's get to it. Let's do some charting of this bullshit here. BTC guys. First thing I want to check something that I made a long time ago. I want to see how it's going. Let's see. Look at that. It was, in fact, a little head and shoulder. I drew it when it was like here, probably. But yeah, guys. Now the other thing we could do at this point is just to see how bad things are going to go. Let's just throw the line the other way. Make it the other way around. That's probably going to be something like this at this point. We could just play this game and see how it's going to go. Okay? That's just a game that I like to play sometimes. Really. Yeah. Sonder said, I think it was like below 60, below 50. I don't remember, but yeah, I agree. We're probably going to break 74 sometime soon this week. I'm not calling it. It's just very likely, guys. Like, we're really close. We were 75. This thing looks like absolute ass. And again, if you do ICT, guys, this was the manipulation phase. If you do ICT. But yeah, it's the classic. Again, go check. Even if you don't do ICT, and I don't, it's the same thing. Like, set a key high, fuck around, try to take the high, sweep the high and down, and reverse the other one. Key low, sweep the low and up. Now this could also be, okay, if we had a bullish scenario, it would be this one, key low, sweep of the low and up. But honestly, the conditions of the market, the fact that we have absolutely no liquidity whatsoever. This is spot, but on future is the same thing. Yeah, unless something incredible happens here, I don't think we're doing. Oops. I don't think we're doing anything incredible, and we'll just probably mess around at some point. I know, silly me, I'm doing another thing. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, from here we took it, and we basically lost. Again, the fib. Yeah, could be something like this. Yeah, guys. Worst case scenario. We got a 1618 here. That that's 40. This to me is the worst case scenario. Is here. And what else? No, I think this is a swing. So yeah, probably there. No, not working. Yeah, probably bottom 40, but we have a lot of things now to look forward to. 48, 52. Like if we keep going, it's probably somewhere around there. We need to establish another channel here. So there are several options. One could be any Germans 40 44. Yeah, swept out 175 guaranteed. They're not letting any stops under. Be safe, says Sonder. And yeah, worst scenario every time. Yeah, I agree with Sonder. Worst case scenario, it's probably 40 to me, which would be basically the beginning of the old bull run, something like that. But I'm not very. Yeah, I mean, unless. Yeah, still matches like 618 there. Unless we take this one. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, 40. Probably 40. Uh, let's do it just as an exercise of style. Not that I think we will see anything incredible here, but that's a. Oops. Let's check the TPO. Well, allegedly, allegedly, we have some short covering here. But I mean, today's a Sunday, but this is organized by market, like US session and all else. Some of you already know I'm trying this as an experiment because, um, well, I will explain it very simply. But most of the times, you just set the range during the during the futures market, which is from New York session close until the New York session open, the night market. All right. Um, and then most of, well, not most, but maybe 20-30% of the trading days, they just go and move, go take a low or take a high and trade in the other direction. And okay, this is a flat day. Well, the yesterday, leave it aside. But if you go on the previous days, it's quite consistent. The fact that you take you basically go take a low like here and then trade in the other direction, or you take a high and then you trade in another direction during the actual trading hours. Same as here. Establish a low in futures market, so in a low and a high, and then we go sweep it and trade in the other direction. Same here. We set a high and a low, we sweep the low and trade in the other direction. So I'm just experimenting if there's some room for just a day trading position here by trading this pattern. Same as here. No, here, not really. Well, we went and swept the high and then we went in the opposite direction, but that's not really an exemplary move. But basically, what you do is you take, okay, this is Asia and EU session until New York Open. Okay, they set a high and set a low in the sessions, and then New York opens, sweeps the low, you see, take it, and then trade above, opposite direction. Same as here. We set it, we take it on the open, and we go in the other direction. We actually reject it on the open and go in the other direction. Then recovers it. It recovers it. I mean, you could see it in the opposite way. We open, sweep the low, and trade above. But it works consistently. So I don't know if it's going to work consistently until here. Maybe I went back to this strategy too late, because it's very common, like in financial markets, like on NQ, SP. It's something that it's a very common trading pattern, and many people trade it. Of course, you can be wrong at times, but maybe 20-30% of the times you would be right. I noticed it often in this moment in BTC, especially in this range, but I didn't trade it much. But all these spikes here, this bullshit in price action, they match that pattern. We take the low, we sweep the high, and trade in the other direction. I don't know, it's probably here was Sunday, yeah. But we trade a low and then go in the other direction. So just another little strategy to think of. But now this looks like a bearish flag, to be fair. If I look it on the 4 hour or probably half an hour. Yeah, guys. We go back to the basics here. This is a fucking triangle. And it's going to break probably tomorrow morning. 30 minutes. Maybe it's going to break before then. Maybe tonight. Americans will find the energy to dump BTC. But guys, this candle, we might feel all of it. So just, that cat bounce. We might. I'm not making any calls here, but candles tend to get filled in any direction. Candles like this. So, and especially on the low. Anyways, not much for the week ahead until we establish a new range. This doesn't look like the beginning of a range, to be honest. It's too small, unless we do something like this and trade here. But I don't know. It just doesn't look like the end of it for now. Let's give it time. We don't have to trade everything. If you guys are not comfortable, me honestly, I wouldn't trade like a breakout here. I will wait for a swing pattern failure as usual. Okay, this is what I would trade. So I'm probably enter around here. Okay, after we bounce low and the trend is established. But don't go in these points of interest where market is going to be super crowded, it's going to be a kill zone, price will do crazy shit here until we have a rejection and go below. Just, it's much easier to trade when a trend is established or a mean reversion. Okay, a mean reversion, for example, we go down, we have a bounce here, and you see that this bounce looks like shit because I don't know, RSI. Okay, let's make an example. RSI, I would just throw it here, but it's maybe like this. Okay, let's mark it in blue. Just RSI is fine. It's fine. There's no shame in using simple tools. But if you see price going up and RSI like doing a divergence, that's when you fade it. Okay? It's not because you have a divergence, but because this peak here does not attract buyers. That's when you fade it. So it's much easier to trade a mirror version because no one's going to be crowded here. The trade is not going to be crowded. Here is going to be crowded. And here you are going to have few people that will long the top if you have a situation like this. But retards are everywhere. So we can just fade them. So let me check the chat. Save, stop loss location because it's so long and big retracement. I see the opposite, to be honest. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. It's an obvious stop there. Check option, yeah. Tech issues now. Don't, don't tell me about tech issues. I've been dealing with those for 3 days now. Not being more aggressive with shorts. So being aggressive with shorts, it's you don't have to be aggressive. Market is still going to be there tomorrow. There will be more shorts. There will be long to be taken. Just think of surviving. Preserve capital. You know what? I didn't fucking trade this thing because I was making the new website. Am I sad? No, I don't give a shit. Market is going to be here tomorrow as well. If anything, like it gave me more coldness to analyze the situation. But here, like, look at this. This is called dead cat bounce. And probably we're going to get another one. So this was a perfect fade. Ah, shit. Let me see. Let's start doing RSI. I have it here. Let's pull it up. Let's pull up the RSI. Yeah. This doesn't look like a lot of participation here. And probably. Yeah. This is a weak move, guys. This is a weak move. Like if you want to see a bounce, you want to see it going up. Look how it dies. Look already how far that's from the line here. Already here you could tell when the RSI crosses. Okay. Just an easy SMA. You can do an EMA if you want. EMA is a little bit better in my opinion. But when it crosses, fuck that. You're out. You actually fade it when it crosses a bounce like that. Because it started with no support on the EMA, started like this, very vertical, and of course it dies as soon as it crosses the 50 mark. It dies. There's no alternative. So mirror version is much easier. Yes, short, but short these motherfuckers here. Like don't do it like here on the resistance lines, okay, on the supports. That's going to be crowded. Price can do stupid things like this one, or stupid things like this one. Go up again and then nuke, okay. Just usual. Still not perfect. All right. Oh, we can have a look at my indicator. It's free, guys. Go get it. It's on. It's on. Here. Now, how the hell do I expand here? Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the indicator, guys. So the Shinsu flow by myself. this thing here. I will write it in the chat. So you can just get it on TradingView, open access, not the source code. Um, so how does it work? It's basically, it's an oscillator. The lines in the back, the waves in the back are respectively momentum in light blue, in light purple, and volume in light blue. And that gives you a reading, a very fast reading of the market. And here you have order flows, basically. You have longs, shorts, okay? But what you see is a variation of the net flow of positions in the market. Okay, it works way better on futures. So I'm going to open a future chart. Yeah, a future chart, and basically you're going to have in red shorts opening, in blue you're going to have longs opening, and then you're going to have in light blue shorts closing, and in orange longs closing. Okay, but just imagine a transition from red to blue. It's very simple, and you can literally fade the moves that don't have support here, or trends on this chart that turns very fucking bad very fast. Like, for example, this one is going way worse than what you see on the chart here. See how vertical it is. See how the market is net short way before we dump. Market is net short already. You see it here. Net short. Again, we have more examples. Here, market was already net short. This was the usual donkeys opening. Market here was net short. Then what are these dots? These red and green dots. These dots are just divergences in price action and order flow. But you can add divergences up to 3. So any divergence counts for a dot. So bullish in green and bearish in red. Divergence on momentum and price, divergence on volume and price, and divergence on orders and price. Or you can reduce it and get better signals. So count 2 divergences at least in the same spot. Or all 3 divergences. And you get very good signals. It doesn't mean that you should open always a short here. It means keep your eyes open for an entry, because it's going to happen. For example, look at this. You get a divergence already on this candle, and you get another one here. Look at this. Higher high, but lower low on order flow. That's your entry. This is not a signal. This is just a buy or sell signal. It's just telling you, hey, look, things look like they're going in another direction compared to what price suggests. Okay, can be wrong because, for example, we have a clearly wrong one on the 1 hour here. It's not a bullish outcome, but there was a bullish divergence. Okay, but here again, it's right. It's not infallible, but it works. Of course, you still need to use price action, but it saves the work. And some of them are going to be obvious. Then another thing is when a divergence here, there is a green line and the red line. Okay, so when you have a bearish divergence above the red line, which means it's overbought, it's a very strong bearish signal, almost like a signal. And when you have a bullish signal in the oversold area, so below the green line, it's usually a very strong buy signal. Okay. Then of course, don't fucking fade the trend, because you're going to get a lot of signals here for bounce because people are longing. Don't fade the trend as usual. But these are very good entries on tops. Okay. It works on any time frame. Any time frame works. And it works especially well for shorts in this market, because you have a lot of shorts going on. Of course, the higher you are, the better it is. But it's a nice little tool that I've been using for some time, and the more I use it, the more insights, more nuances I find. I think it works best on the 15-minute for scalping, up to the 1 minute. It's very noisy, but you can use it on the 1 hour, 4 hour. It works pretty much everywhere. Of course, you will get less signals. Okay, but they will be pretty accurate. But as usual, don't fade the trend. Okay, if it's bearish. Just checking the chat. I think it says something. Saunter. Yeah. There are articles. There are videos for the strategies on YouTube for the LLDC. You find it in the WOP video because it's a sample strategy, so it's also open to everyone because it's a sample of what we do in the psych ward. Um, let me find the link for you. I will send it later. No, he sent it. Okay, he sent it. But yeah, you get one strategy there. Today probably I gave you already two or three. just uh, just you know, always use price action when you use indicators, because longing this stuff here, yeah. What are you longing? You get the signal in a timely manner, but the top is here, literally. So don't fade the trend. This works very well in a lateral market. Okay, works very well when the market is lateral. Then you get a lot of nice signals on the 15-minute chart. For example, shorts in the oversold, sorry, overbought, and longs in oversold. They tend to play out decently. Okay, it means you're going to have a setup soon, and it tends to work. Obviously, keep an eye around, but they just give you a track of the divergences. Okay, these are not buy and sell signals, they tell you about divergences. Like, for example, this one, huge divergence here in these two buttons. Let's have a look at odds. Guys, I don't know how to fix the Discord streaming. I'm trying them all, but I don't get anywhere near a solution. Let's see. Well, guys, hype is holding up really well. Really, really well. Considering the last week lost a lot. Yeah, maybe I'm talking too soon, but last week we lost a lot. And this week we are holding the 29 mark. So it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Oh no, wait, I want the 4 hour. Fuck's sake. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Yeah, last week we were below 20. I was like, that was a bit too high for. Ooh. And we're trying to break a downtrend here. Yeah, that's probably something like this. Probably. But I prefer to play it a little bit safe. But yeah, definitely broke the downtrend. Now what do we get here? Perfect, guys. Perfect. On the 786, we got the bounce. And now let's see. In the other way. Yeah. So we got a rejection at 38%, but not bad. Not bad. Targeting here. If we can catch this level, I mean, we will need Bitcoin to behave, but we're decoupling. Like when Bitcoin nukes, hype goes up. And I say we because I'm DV hype. It's a great project. And yesterday night I played poker on chain on Hyperliquid. So you just with some of you guys, so the potential is really nice. And yeah, we filled the October 10 candle. We just finished filling it and we broke the downtrend. I mean, it's amazing, guys. I hope to buy some more lower, to buy something in the 20, but guys, in this department, we stay for like, what? We didn't really get below 20. So, yeah. Hype, very good. Very good. Very nice move. What else do we chart, guys? What's your favorite shitcoin here? Including but not limited to Solana. What do we have on the chat? More poker chips for everyone. Yeah, poker was nice. So ready to remortgage my house to take out a loan and buy the evil SSP. Yeah, I mean, we can have a look at. Yes, and thank you. Fortnite mesh. How about Sol? Let's have a look at Solana. All right, they trade on CME. So USD. Who's liquid here? Who's liquid? Maybe Binance. Holy hell. I mean, that's opposite behavior. And we're near the Pico bottom. Well, Pico. That's not Pico. That's like major bottom. Like bottom, guys. This is austere stuff. And no, I don't even want to think about it. But the $100 mark, I think on Solana is much more relevant than the 74 on BTC. I think it's much more relevant. I mean, we're at the zero level. We don't even need a Fibonacci on this one. But yeah, it fails to stay. Okay, we got something here. So we are downtrend. Yeah, we break it, but we are just reestablishing another downtrend here. Unless we can really see a reversal here. It might be the time to pull it because when Bitcoin shits the bed like it's doing now, guys, like people were calling for alt season at 100K. I don't think it's impossible to get an alt season now. Um, yeah, okay, it's half copium and it's half like based on the past, but you know you have silver dropping 40%, you have gold dropping what 12%. S&P, I mean, I don't know how the market is going to open tomorrow in the New Year session, but we've been front running a lot of shit on Bitcoin. And guys, Bitcoin is a pretty good indicator of what happens in the markets afterwards. Okay, because we're open 24 hours. So, and we're a very volatile asset. So, you know, on the open S&P, I think there's going to be something very fun. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. But yeah, Solana here has to bounce. It has to bounce, or it's really Goblin Town. It's really Goblin Town because there's nothing to hold. Yeah, we have a 79, guys, but it's 30% down. We're already what? Jesus Christ, guys. What is it? 300. That's $300. It's like 70% down. 60% down. Solana to 8 again. Yeah, at that point I'm going to buy. Like my entry was 14, guys. 14, 15. I have screenshots. It was here, by the way. Around here. But I sold long time ago. I will buy again probably in this department here. And if I'm not the only one, then it's Goblin Town for Solana. What else do we got? Ooh, my nice. I think it's almost time. I think it's almost time. I got stopped, but it's fine. I think it's almost time. We gotta see ETH. Yeah, spot is fine. It's okay. Guys, whenever I look at, I think the situation is bad on Ethereum. It's always worse. Whenever I think, yeah, Ethereum is not doing great. It's doing worse than I imagine. So we're hitting again 2K, like 2100. I mean, it's likely a retest here, and then another shitty reversal. It's been in this range only for what? 4 years. Not bad. Not bad. Good news is, good news is, you can basically. All right. This is something that I would take. Right here, at this point, it's probably. But you can even put it horizontal to be fair. Yeah. Or something like this. Here. Basically fade. Maybe fade something around here, but we can. I don't know if it's going to work, but we can try. I don't know if they have the data for everything. Eh. No. It's just a continuous fade on this. I was trying to establish a mean, guys, on this one. Okay, this is probably better. It's up every time. So again, mean reversion strategies here work very well. Now we get the channel, and now we get a regression here. Probably a little bit lower. Oh, can we fucking... So you probably want to take positions as far away as possible. It's really a boomer chart, but you want to take positions fading as far as possible from this one, from this mean. And just trade mean reversion. Like, now probably a spot buy, since there appears to be a little trend upwards, at least appears, in a long term, might be sensible to probably enter once you have a bounce and we go up again. If we go up again, at this point it means we confirm this uptrend, but at the same time with ETH, like, again, these are your shorts. Of course it's probably going to play out in a few months, but ETH, I tend to do more spot. So if we are in this area around here, I might start thinking of getting a little bit more spot, because the mean price of the past few years is around here. Okay, point of control is around here, at least from 2024. So why not try to buy something here and sell it around here? That would be the idea, because we are getting near the moment to buy spot, guys. Let's have a look at the futures ONQ. The fuck is this chart? Let's look at NQ. Nasdaq. Holy shit. I wasn't trading that day because I was making a new website. That's very, very sad moment. Yeah, my girlfriend said that she sold around here. That's good, Pookie. But yeah, NQ still get the bond. I mean, plays out as a mean reversion, guys. At least, and it's probably going to retest here. I expect a retest of this one. Like, I would be extremely pissed if it just drew up like this. I would probably want to see a retest of this support on Monday, okay, as soon as the future market opens, and then a drive. In that case, I will be bullish for the day. Probably I'm a couple of trades away from an evaluation, because I'm messing around with some funded accounts, because I want some exposure to stocks, and I want exposure to futures. Let's NES. So ES looks definitely better, and looks definitely better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's fairly on trend, at least the last week. I mean, these trends are bullshit, but if we keep retesting here and recover, but Monday Open is going to be nasty in my opinion. Um, because wait a sec here, give me a daily. But you do realize how my trading strategy is extremely retarded. As most of it is based on lines. I mean, this trend is holding. It's holding quite well. But we're there to retest it. We got a bounce, but I want to see it with the market open. Uh, I really want to see it with the market open. We get a dip here, that was 25. But the trend is still maybe a little bit lower. Pretty much alive, but in these cases, I mean, it's really hard when the market is so vertical. We are due a correction, probably. We are due a correction. And in that case, yeah, the 6,000 mark looks like the more reasonable. Like a few, maybe a few days, a few weeks. But yeah, buying everything in that case, punting really hard. I think that 60, yeah, 6,000 makes sense if we go touching a downtrend. And look, it's much more worrisome if we keep going up, guys. But you see how the pattern, like, even if you're not really familiar, but you have these shoots and retrace, okay? It's always like this. Very vertical, and then we restart. Can be longer, can be shorter, the time, but we get a reversal. I think a retest of 6,000 wouldn't be bad, okay? This is a freaky amazing level. GG to the New York Bulls. It's a freaking amazing level. Yeah, Sonder, leave something for us to buy. Said my girlfriend did better than him. Still holding the SP 500. Would be nice. Said I didn't just put in 20k at the day, but didn't expect this dump though. Most things like go let it could be shutdowns as well. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Like it's when it rains it pours, right? Um, no, but I mean, I wouldn't sell, of course. Just hold it if you're in cash, if you're in a cash position, and not future. Just hold the cash. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be 20% to 30% up by end of year probably. So it's not a big deal. It's just consider it like a medium term investment. But we're probably hit 8,000 by next year, so it doesn't really matter. Um, but the sooner we hit it, the better it is, in my opinion, because we could get a small dip now to 6k, which wouldn't be a tragedy, and then we'll restart after a few weeks. But if we keep going, well, Sonder, but if you guys are not familiar, if we keep going, then the correction will be much harder later. That's how it works. Look at this one. Look at this one. The more you run, the worse it is. Like you run a bit and you have a correction, it's fine. Oh, you mentioned gold. Then I'm gonna wrap this up. We have gold. Holy shit. This is the chart of Bitcoin in 2017, guys. It's the same thing. Every time I see the daily on gold, it's like hilarious. Did nothing for 30 years. And then it's down. What the fuck is it? Yeah, 12%, 13% in 2 days. Yeah, it's really like Bitcoin. So, guys, I'm not a metals trader, but there is one thing that I know. If these happen, sure the fuck out of it. Like if we wakes up in a few days and you get like a double top, I'm going to short the hell out of it on purpose. But let's see if it recovers because the rejection is very it's very good. This rejection here. So yep. So Fori asks, what do you think about economic cycles? Right, Alio talking a lot. We have 1 2 year corrections, each tend to have booming markets, but then comes a big correction for 7 10 years after each 100 years. Yeah. So here's the thing: economic cycles have become faster. So I think the bear markets instead of 10 years might last 1 or 2 years, same as COVID, right? We had a bear market. Um, it was it was very short. Like what was it? 2021. Yeah, fuck that. 6 months, 1 year, we're out. That's a bear market. It's something that would have shut down the market for years. Was it like the 80s? Something like that. Like what is it? 7 20, almost 20% on SP. That's like very harsh. Even more, actually. Even more. We had lower. But cycles, yeah, 22%. But cycles become faster because of, well, technology. And yeah, Jim Cramer figure they have until Monday to get it back to 82K. They can double bottom. As I say that, as long-standing owner of Bitcoin. Yeah, like Kramer, whatever. If he says buy, I sell, and I've been right ever since. But as for economic cycles, we are long due a correction. I'd rather have it early than have it late, and I think we're late. As in terms of economy, at least I say we. I'm not. I don't live in the West, but I'm from the West. Uh, the Western markets are due a correction. Asian markets are doing really well after years of eating shit. They're pumping. So I think mm, especially certain sectors are underperforming and they could run. Since you mentioned oil, like oil has been running down, and I think oil is ready to perform again. Um, if we break this downtrend, then it's going to be a very good trade here. But I want to see a breakout. Um, Asia market 2026. I have some tickers. Not I'm not going to shield them today, but I have some tickers. Semiconductors. Yeah, I like not me, but of course the smarter person has some exposure to semiconductors. Um, and semiconductors, some minerals. Some companies are doing really well. Tech, gaming in Korea and in China, they're doing very well. Mm. Also AI, yes, absolutely. I'm talking mainland, not Hong Kong. SSE Shanghai, they're doing very well. I have a look at them every day. Um, wait, what's the ticker? Shanghai SSE. Yeah, like of course TradingView doesn't have it, but like 2025 is up what 50%. Yeah, 40% up. Shanghai. This is the Kospi. I haven't checked today. Yeah, Kospi is parabolic, guys. It's like looks like gold. This is the um, Korean index. Yeah, this year it did 130%. We've been sleeping. We've been sleeping on the Korean market. Me too. Even if I'm in Korea, I have some buys that I want to do. Um, this company has a half a billion in cash, and the evaluation is 40 million. Now that's and just run the math. Just run the math. Half a billion in cash in the bank, and is evaluated 40 million US dollars. I'm talking US dollars. And this gaming company is very good. Um, and what else? I think that I'm probably taking this one. I'd like to enter at 7,000 instead of 8,000, but yeah, this is a trade that I definitely want to take. Uh, the evaluation is around 28,000 Korean won, in my opinion, just by doing the math. Mm, Farcoin is going back where it belongs, so it's zero. Little bonus, VIX is the volatility index. It's just volatility, guys. Keep an eye on VIX from time to time. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. So I think I'm done for today. Um, I will finish the website, which is launching soon. It will aggregate materials, it will aggregate my indicators, the documentation for the indicators that will be released, because every indicator will come with documentation, and later also some tools that you can run on, hopefully locally on Python or something, for market analysis. So that's I have a lot of plans for the next few months. And Cycward Access, now you can also do it by trading on Bluefin, but 300k volume. But the bot will keep track of it, so it's just going to be automatically attributed to whatever the bot will. Shows expected volatility. You're right. You're right. I was not precise. VIX shows expected volatility. You got me. Well, you got me there. And what else? What else? No, that's pretty much it. It's been very intense the last few days because of the mess with Whoop, but I fixed it, so it's going to be nice. And of course, I will not take any more payments with credit cards because fuck the banks. I'm in crypto for a reason, so the payments will be in crypto from now on. But yeah, maybe next poker tournament I will put another couple of memberships for in the prize pool because it's been fun. And yep. Oh, and Chinese friends and Russian friends, you will get the subtitles soon in your own language. It's AI generated, but I found a way to generate it. It will not be precise, but it's better than nothing, I guess. If we have many members from a certain country, just let me know the language and I will generate it. Um, And that's it. I think we're good. I think we're good. Enjoy the week ahead. Thank you for coming, guys. Time to sleep. Bye bye.